Hello guys, what's up? It's me again. That's right, a lot of thought back, but we're not in Thailand here. As you can see, this is the usual home setup. Please don't judge, but we're not in Thailand now. I prepared something different for you guys. I'm sorry if you're expecting a Thailand vlog video, but today is not gonna be the focus of that. Today is gonna be about a movie review of Ant-Man 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp. For those of you guys who are worried that there will be spoilers in this review, I assure you guys, I swear, I pinky swear, I double pinky swear, there are no spoilers at all. No spoilers whatsoever. I won't tell you guys the plot. I will just tell you how great and awesome the movie is. And let me tell you, man, I went into the cinema yesterday thinking okay, I wasn't expecting anything. I was thinking it's just gonna be like a normal Marvel movie, but boom, I came out and I was shocked and I was awed and I was surprised at how good the film was. I swear, it is so good, man. Okay, let me take the time to explain everything to you guys. I have some good points to say about this movie, and there are like a total of 7 good points. So the first point that I'd like to bring up is the villains in this movie are very relatable. They have a very clear motive. You understand what is their agenda, and I say villains with an S because there's more than one villain. There's actually 3 villains, if I can count correctly. You'll understand what I mean when you see the movie. But all of them are very understandable. They are very relatable, and you can understand why they are going against the protagonists. S because the Wasp and Ant-Man. And this brings me to point number 2, which is the main villain of this movie. Her backstory is very heart-wrenching, very heartbreaking. You can really sympathize her feelings, you can really sympathize with her. In fact, if you guys watch the trailer, this is the main villain. The person in the white suit, she's like untouchable but touchable, that kind of thing. She's the main villain, and she's very relatable. There's a backstory as to why she's like that, and it's very heartbreaking. And you understand her motives and certain things like that, but you also understand that she has a good heart, and she's not willing to do certain things. She is a villain, but she is not willing to go by any means to do a certain task, to achieve a goal. That's the most important part. Some villains, they don't care about the means. People like Thanos, this purple bunny, he doesn't care about the means, he just cares about the goal. But the Ghost, which is the villain that I was talking about just now, she cares about the means. Anyway, the third point that I would like to talk about is the music used in this movie. It's very good, it's very apt. The music in certain scenes are perfectly chosen, especially when they enter the quantum realm, and especially when they were doing like a car chase kind of scene. The music in these 2 parts were very suitable, but overall, generally in the whole movie, the music was very well chosen, and that's why I think it's a plus point for this film. Boom. The fourth point I would like to bring up is, if you're watching with kids or you're watching with your parents, you don't be afraid, everything will turn out fine. Reason why is because this movie is so family oriented. It's super duper family oriented. There are no jokes about dirty stuff or nasty stuff or vulgar stuff. All the jokes are based on contextual stuff in the movie. If you watch the first movie, the second movie will be even more funny. All the jokes in this movie is purely contextual. It's purely based on what has happened and purely based on what is going to happen, which is genius, man. Seriously, this is genius. Talking about how funny this movie is, it brings me to the 5th point. The comedy here is golden, man. It's golden. Compared to, if you watch my Deadpool 2 review, I would have said that the comedy in the first one was better, right? So let's rank it upon order, okay? If Deadpool 2's comedy is like up here, and the first Deadpool's comedy was up here, I'll give Ant-Man and the Wasp around up here, or maybe even slightly higher. The reason why I gave it slightly higher is because they didn't use any kind of dirty jokes or vulgar jokes or anything like that. It is purely based on context. It's purely based on what's happening in the movie and what's gonna happen. And to do that, and to make it like the jokes to be good, right? Is difficult, man. You need a lot of good screenwriting, a good script writing, sorry, to do this well. And this is genius. Genius! Point number 6. The storyline will be completely unexpected from what you think you already know about superhero movies. It's not really as simple as something like one villain versus another hero. It's not about that. This story is not about that. It's something else. And it is very interesting to see like how they evolve the superhero movies into this kind of style. I think if you want a different kind of superhero movie and you want something fresh and new, you should watch this. You should watch Ant-Man and the Wasp. It will kind of like blow your mind. I mean, depends on how many times your mind has been blown, but I think for the normal, average human being, your mind will be blown. And the last point that I would like to bring up, which is point number 7, is basically this movie has a very good moral compass. I will say that because of one particular scene. I don't think it's fair for the whole movie, but that particular scene stuck with me for the whole movie. There was this time where the ghost, which is this villain, she wanted to kidnap Paul Rudd's daughter, which is this baby girl here. The girl. I hope this is technically not a spoiler. Come on, man. This this is just a scene, man. Like, if you guys are coming for my head, man, just come for my head. But anyway, she wanted to kidnap this girl because of some various reasons. Because Ant-Man has what she needs, and she wanted to kidnap her, but she didn't do it. And the reason being, she realized that it is wrong and it's not morally right to do such a thing. And which is great, man. Like, seriously, like, she, as I said earlier, I think in the review, she cares about the means to which she can achieve her goal. But Thanos doesn't care about the means. If you watch Infinity War, you understand that Thanos doesn't care. Thanos doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit, man. He just wants to get the thing done. He just wants to get whatever he wants in life done. And that's why he wipes out half the friggin' population. If you guys have noticed by now, I'm saying a lot of good things about this movie because I really think it's good. But I tried very hard, I thought very hard about it, about what could be like the bad side about this movie. And it just came to me that the beginning portion of this movie, like particularly like the first 30 minutes and towards like the first hour or first 45 is a bit dragged out. Like, it's very trivial, like there's nothing going on, it's just basically telling a story. It's just build up, you know, like progressive kind of stuff. And I can tell like a lot of people were bored by that whole part, like the first 30 to first 40. But hey, this is my argument for this movie, okay? This is my counter argument to anybody who said that the beginning was boring. The beginning was boring so that the climax towards the end of the movie is good, okay? And it turns out to be good. And it turns out to be really, really good. It turns out to be awesome. It is so good that I'm gonna rank this movie one of the best Marvel movies. In fact, I have a last great point about this movie that I would like to discuss, that I just thought out of my head just now. And the climax in this movie is really the climax. Some movies have like their climaxes like slightly before the ending, or like slightly like in the middle or something. But this movie, nah. They're just gonna give it to you. One shot of 30-minute action-packed scene where I tell you, like, you will never forget it, man. It is awesome. It's even better than, I would say, the scenes in Infinity War, like the action scenes in Infinity War. The reason why I say that is Infinity War is like a roller coaster, you know, of ups and downs. But this one is just like a straight mountain up and then maybe it goes down a little bit. And that's a skill, man, come on. The climax was good. Really, really, really good. Well done. So now I'm gonna explain in particular why I think Ant-Man and the Wasp is one of the best Marvel movies. Arguably, this is my opinion, okay? not general public's, not anybody else's, just my opinion. There's a reason why it's the best. I mean, it's one of the best. The reason why I say this is, you know, people love Black Panther, people love Guardians of the Galaxy, people love Iron Man, people love Ragnarok. I would say people love these 4 movies. The reason being is it's out of this world. They haven't seen nothing like this. You can argue about Iron Man that, you know, it's another hero movie, but hey man, don't forget, this is so-called the first movie to kick off an entire franchise for 10 years. That's why people love the first one. And the origin was good, the story, everything was good. No doubt on that. Guardians of the Galaxy, of course man, come on. Who doesn't like a space movie where like you get to explore space and then you get to see like a bunch of crazy dudes team up together against like a big bad villain? Come on man. This is like Star Wars mentality, Star Trek mentality. You gotta think that way. And then you have what was the other one that I mentioned? And you have like Thor Ragnarok. The reason why is people love it is because it's so different. It's so different as compared to the other Thor movies. It's like a brand new kind of thing. It's like a universal Thor. Like you feel like you're exploring like new things, like Sakaar and you know that waste planet or something. Everything is new. The setting is new. The setting is fresh. As for Guardians of the Galaxy and as for Black Panther, nobody has seen Black Panther in cinematography before. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, but nobody has seen it done this way before. And people are awed by it. People are shocked by it. Even like those that haven't been to Africa, they get to taste a sense of what Africa represents in this particular movie. That's why Black Panther is such a hit, because it's something new, something fresh, like Avatar or something like that. Nobody has no idea what is it gonna be. So on comparing these big popular movies to Ant-Man and the Wasp, Ant-Man and the Wasp is a very local movie. It is in a local setting. It is in America. It is particularly in San Francisco. Ace, I credit you for that. You told me where it was shot at. There was this scene where they were going down this windy road, and my friend was sitting beside me, Ace, and he said, "Oh, I know this street. This is in San Francisco." But okay, back to the topic. Like you see, Ant-Man and the Wasp is a very local thing. Like even though like the quantum realm might be something that is very abstract, but you cannot deny that the people in this story itself, you can feel that they are real characters. Like it's very relatable, and it happens in a very familiar setting. Note this, the reason why I say it is not as fresh or as new as Black Panther or Guardians of the Galaxy or Thor Ragnarok is the quantum realm isn't really explored that much. It's maybe like a 10 or 20% of the entire movie, but that's not important because the bulk of this movie happens in the actual the actual human world. This is what is genius about this movie. It happens in the actual world, and yet the story is so good, and the story is so intriguing and so different that it managed to create something new and something exciting, something spicy. I would say that other than the story itself, the comedy also has to play a role as to how well this movie performs. And these two come together very well in this movie, and it just leads me to conclude that this movie is really one of the best in Marvel's history. Okay guys, so that is it for today's review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry if I dragged on a little bit too long, and if you guys don't agree with me on how I rank the movies, it's okay. Everybody is entitled to their own opinions, but if you did agree, or even if you don't agree, be sure to let me know what you think about what I thought about this movie in the comments down below. So without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video, which will probably be another Thailand vlog. Yeah, so if you guys like traveling, you guys should check that out. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Lot of Thought. I'll see you, and goodbye. the villains in this movie are really relatable. Freaking aeroplanes, man.